Thanks, Pam. We're here with Paula Meyer from Indiana State University. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Good morning.
And you're here to talk about the speaker series. You guys have a pretty interesting speaker coming next week.
Yes, we're kicking things off for our 31st season on Tuesday with a notable figure in history, John Dean, who was Richard Nixon's White House counsel during the Watergate years.
And it's kind of amazing, really, to think, you know, we were talking about, it's really titled the 40th anniversary of Watergate. It's 40 years ago. It's hard to believe, and of course a huge part of history, and just really interesting that he'll be here in town.
2012 marks the 40th anniversary of Watergate, and that's one of the reasons that we brought him in. That was just an intriguing period of history, and he came available, and we said yes. So.
Yeah, you have to say yes, right?
Yes.
Yeah, what a great speaker. And kind of talk about, if people want to come to this event, kind of how they can do that, and what they can expect as well.
The great thing about the University Speaker Series at Indiana State University is it's totally free. You just show up. We encourage people to show up early to get a really, really good seat, but really there's not a bad seat in Tilson Auditorium to enjoy our speaker. He will present for about 45 minutes. He'll open it up for a question and answer session for about 15 minutes, and then there is a free book signing and reception afterward.
That's great. And kind of talk a little bit about, you know, what can people expect to hear from him? I mean, what an interesting perspective from someone from that time period in that situation.
He's going to talk about what we've learned from Watergate. 40 years, we learned a lot of lessons during Watergate, but we've learned even more since then. And so he's just going to chronicle what we've learned about Watergate and what has changed.
And then he'll be able to take questions and that kind of thing, and book signing, which is great. And the book, he'll have the book there, of course. And let's put that information there up the screen. It's free and open to the public. Tuesday, October 4th, there at Tilson Auditorium at Indiana State University's campus. Free and open to the public. And do you need to call ahead?
No. You don't need to call ahead, but if you've got questions on where to park and how to find Tilson Auditorium, we can help you.
And have you guys ever had any speaker like this, like, you know, from the Watergate era or anything like that close to it?
Several years ago, I think it was back 2005, we brought in Bob Woodward.
Oh, great.
So we've heard one side of Watergate, now we're going to hear another.
Yeah, Dean's a little closer to the situation than Woodward. I mean, different perspective,
Different
obviously.
perspective,
Yeah.
yes. Very different.
Great. Okay, let's take a look at that information again. Thanks for joining us, Paula. And check that out, Tuesday, October 4th, Indiana State University, John Dean. And we'll take you to break with a look at your events calendar.